I got these little lights here to try to get some color. I'll lean back, maybe you won't pay attention.
Oh, don't lean back. Then the overhead light starts glowing your forehead. You look like you're being abducted. Well, boy, I'm ready to start strong. You know, I got this Miller sign out there. I got this Miller here with the Poppy's Patina koozie, and I'm just excited for episode 3 of Torque Trends. I've got a little truck show for us to review.
Yeah.
The show is Slam Fest Car and Truck Show.
Liking it already.
Yeah, I thought you would. You know, if this makes you feel any type of way, you just let me know what you think is cool.
They molded some Cadillac taillights in the back.
Yeah.
So you can tell where the original taillights were. You know, it's kind of hard to work around that with the hatch unless you do a lot of work. But I like it. It looks good. I like the layers in the paint. That's one of my favorite things is custom paint, and I wish we saw more of that. Wraps a cheap copy that most people are satisfied with. Kind of ruined a lot of things, but no, I love the paint. You know, it's bodied, sitting rockers on the ground, and I dig the old school Cadillac lights. It's a mini trucker thing. And then now we got another Ranger with the Lincoln front end on it.
Yeah, similar to Cadillac front end swap.
Right, yeah.
Got a nice, interesting, something different. I don't really know what, the logo is or anything, but I like the honeycomb design.
Yeah, so that material, I've seen more guys using that lately. I might even do it myself, but that is like flooring that they usually put on boats.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looked like to me.
Yeah, then someone CNC routers it out so you can get as custom as you want. And then the Cali combo on the back as far as full shaves, doors shaved.
Yep.
Phantom grill. Dig it.
This show stuck out to me because it made me feel like I was watching like a modern version of like a 90s show when I look back on like what the scene used to look like. I don't know, this show just gave me a lot of vintage vibes, so I thought we'd go over it.
Well, Twin Turbo LS. I've seen this one get shared around quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's got the Camaro, oversized Camaro rally wheels on there. Definitely that blend of import and domestic me and you both like.
Yep. Now we're going to go into some marketplace finds. I feel like any video of this format just needs some good marketplace finds.
For sure.
Let's see what we've got this week.
Love me a good wagon.
Yeah, this is something I should have known about. I didn't realize there was a wagon Impala.
Yeah, you had the Caprices and stuff.
Okay, well, I didn't know about the Caprice, but I really like the window on the back.
Yeah, so they raised the roof up a little bit, and that's why the window's a little high, but it does wrap around. That's cool. But the roofs were raised up a little bit to give the people in the back some headspace because that floor was higher.
I like there's a disappointed kid in the back because I'd be disappointed too if my family was selling this.
He was looking forward to dropping it at 16.
For sure. Next, I like the video this guy attached with this one. Sometimes you just gotta prove your vehicle, you just gotta prove it works.
This doesn't even feel like it's in the U.S. I had to look up and see that it was in Texas. Because like overseas, those guys just slam any ratty something, and this completely fits. Oh, we got the wrench laying there. I couldn't pronounce what that is if I tried.
I wanted to make sure you saw. One thing I noticed when it goes over this bump, watch this wheel just float. So yeah, this was something you don't see. Kind of had a nice sound. It looked like it'd be fun for a little bit, and then probably like this person, you'd probably get tired of it.
The steering wheel looks like a limp horse,
Yeah, I wouldn't. Right, moving on. Our last marketplace find.
Yeah.
I don't really know what your use case would be for this, because it doesn't really show the what it looks like inside. I wanted to get your thoughts.
Well, the van's front wheel drive. I bet you the axles are off of the trailer. They probably just welded the back of the trailer to the van like a box trailer. You could open up the back and then have like a little traveling podcast out of it. You just roll up to the shows, drop down the back, and have people come up and chat.
If this little side thing opened up here and you showed me you were grilling food on the inside, I'd trust whatever you were cooking. That's all I know. I felt like this one was worth discussing. This is a very popular build right now that I've been seeing around.
So they're building the upper A arms right here.
Yeah.
Look how thin and flimsy the factory arms are. I don't even know how we can produce parts like that. I mean, you see how strong the new arm is that they built below it, but that just seems like ridiculously flimsy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to really see people taking these things off-road.
One thing I found interesting, I thought, like, before I saw this, I imagined EVs would be horrible in the cold weather and in the snow because batteries just not working as well in this kind of temperature. But apparently EVs, this is actually one place where they would shine. They do extremely well for some reason in the cold, and I guess that comes down to you've got a lot of computing parts. Being able to cool those is always the hardest part. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. It actually changed out the suspension, and you've just got the Cybertruck's EV parts. It actually works pretty well.
The tracks, he made those quad track or double tracks. They're two sets of tracks combined for each corner. Have the same shape as the Cybertruck. I'm not a fan of them stock by any means, but I give this particular one credit.
Yeah, I just felt like we had to bring this up because it just seems like everybody's kind of talking about this, and it was just something big. I think we're ready for a new series here on Torque Trends. It's one I'm naming Yeet or Delete. This is kind of a lightning round where I'm going to show you several vehicles that I found on Instagram. We're just going to do quick thoughts, and then you decide whether you'd like to yeet it or you'd like to delete it. Here is our first contender. We'll look over some pictures. We've got a...
I know, and Camaro tail lights. I noticed that.
Yeah, it's got quite a bit going on. Initial thoughts: is this something you'd want to yeet across the country, or are you just deleting it and moving on?
I'm definitely yeeting that across the country. We're gonna load up in it and go everywhere and spread the gospel of rods and ribeyes.
Nice Oldsmobile V8, just looked fun. So definitely yeet in my opinion. Next, this is the only picture we got here. 125 horsepower.
It's kind of cool, but I'm gonna have to delete this one because gas mileage has got to be bad. It's too tall for the bed to be practical for anything.
In any vehicle like this, I like to imagine what would I do with it off-road. In any off-road vehicle, I want to be able to load the dogs up. I want to be able to have a fun time out of it. And I just imagine how pissed off my wife would be having to get anything out of the bed of that.
You're not going to go anywhere fast.
Yeah. So, it's cool, but it's going to be a delete for me. All right, I feel like this one's an easy one. I can't imagine anyone's deleting this one.
Yeah, huge slide-in camper on a little bitty Volkswagen truck. 100%, that's a yeet for sure. We're going everywhere in that thing.
Next, I'll let you read and decide. This is your wheelhouse. I'll let you take it from here on this one.
It's the only thing longer than my truck. That's legit school bus status turning radius. Haul your friends around at Lone Star Throwdown and let them hang out the window and throw beats or something. I don't know that I would really do anything with it. It's cool for the wow factor. In Arkansas, that'd be a good limo to go to the prom.
Oh yeah, you take that to any prom in Arkansas, and you are the guy. All right, something different than just a little truck. We got. What are we thinking on a little car pulling up with a camper shell?
It's very RC-like, and I'm digging it. Someone built that camper, but they did a great job of it. No idea what chassis they're using. It's obviously not the Porsche. I dig it. I would yeet it.
Little different style, but absolutely a yeet in my opinion.
Yeah, you gotta have them wire wheels, and that's probably out in California. South, Cali. No, that reminds me of our old church van we used to have. That the exhaust fell off while going down the interstate. We had to wire it up with a coat hanger we found on the side of the road. But no, I love some vans, panel van, especially the older stuff, and wire wheels have a place in my heart.
Yeah, there's something about an older van with small wire wheels that just that hits a certain style. I don't even think you have to necessarily be in that subculture to just really appreciate that. They're just always fun to look at. Definite yeet. All right, we got a F100, not your style, and we got a Mustang motor in here.
I'm gonna say yeet with that one. Not for me personally, because I'm a Chevrolet guy. That's definitely up your alley.
Yeah, to me, this one's got a lot of character, and it's obviously very, very well thought out.
Some patina going on, but you've got modern drivetrain stuff, and you can kind of get away with whatever you want. It's not overdone.
To me, it's something. Even if Ford's not your style, I just can't imagine you'd get this and it not be something you really enjoy. I think it'd just be a really fun to cruise around in. I had to balance this out this week because we were really Chevy heavy last week, so I even made sure to wear my proper branding this week. All right. We got a little, like a pre-runner here.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Rowdy Ranger with the Raptor front end on it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a yeet for sure. We're bombing Baja with that.
Absolutely. I like it being the smaller body style, but still having that Raptor look because I always like those. Definite yeet. No more to say. We're moving on. This is something that made me think of the older days of the truck culture.
Look, if I'm at the show and somebody whips that out, I'm going over there watching and videoing because, yeah, that had its time. That's a little excessive for me when you got the whole cab spinning. Like, let's stick to the beds and the hoods. It's not a drivable vehicle. At that point, it's just a display. I mean, you get whacked by that door and your jaw is gone.
Yeah, I think just in that case, respectfully is a delete in my opinion, but highly respect all the work to turn a bed into a merry-go-round. This one's a yeet for me, but I don't know how it's going to be for you. I love the idea of a Volkswagen, and this would be something I would go absolutely crazy to build.
For sure, yeah, that's a yeet for me. Again, hatchback, wagon type stuff. Period correct wheels, even though they weren't like a domestic wheel. And dig the body kit with it. Like, it's got everything that I like. You know, it's in a Ford package.
Apparently, I needed to pick some more bad stuff in because I feel like it's all been yeet.
That's how the algorithm works. It wants to show stuff that we want to see.
That's true. But on that... how are we feeling about this? I mean, for some people this could be fun, but I would like to know your opinion.
We're gonna eat it. I mean, no, we're done.
Oh.
We're deleting.
Whoa.
We're deleting. I was thinking yeet as in we're tossing it out in the trash, and I'm gonna football punt it. You know, yeah. And this should also be kicked off of Instagram. Yeah, this is just isn't it. Somebody spent a lot of time, not a whole lot of thought.
It makes me feel like I'm looking at like if a PT Cruiser was made in the late 50s and then someone tried to modernize it.
If a kid won all the points or whatever in a video game and threw all the mods at one vehicle, that would be it.
Yeah, a much better description. And then what are we thinking? Is this something you're trying to yeet out there in the dunes, or you?
Yeah,
is it not for you?
I have done that before, actually. I'll admit to it. I had a friend in college that had a little bitty Chevrolet Aveo like that, and we took it out one night and bombed it across some fields just like that. Caught some air on some railroad tracks and stuff. So, yeah, catch me sliding in the little hatchback.
So a yeet, I kind of put this one in there thinking it would be a delete. My dad actually sent me this one. So yeah, when you thought the only thing longer than your truck was that C10, had to throw you a little curveball. I don't know what compels you to make that. Tons of work involved.
What's even in the bed is the camper shell thing attached to the cab. Who's getting in there?
You could have a whole village in the back of that. That is at least a 16-person camper.
And the world's longest drive shaft.
Just a lot of interesting stuff going on. I like that there's just still two windows involved in the whole cab. But yeah, going to be a delete for me. Got us another van here. Again, I think it's a pretty easy answer, but had to be shown. Gotta love that shag interior, the gold.
I'm going to walk up to it and I'm going to look at it wherever it's at, but I'm not going to build it, so I'm going to delete it. I just don't see myself driving it. Surprise.
Oh, wow.
I'll definitely look at it. And
this would be a yeet for me all day. I'd have a game system hooked up to that little TV, and you'd see me just hanging out at every show. I wouldn't get anything done at shows. I wouldn't hang out with anybody. I'd be in my own little van.
No, it'd be fun. It's just not for me.
Wow. Let's see what we got here. The absolute wildest I've ever seen.
Active fenders. What does that mean?
we're more discussing the fenders here, but I did think this was interesting, and I wanted to know if this was something you'd put on your truck, or you just we're getting rid of it, we're deleting it. I didn't really get the point.
I understand that, like, look, that's just something else that's gonna break.
And that was my thought.
That, or they're gonna be bird flopping.
Yep.
It's not gonna hold clearly just a display vehicle. Delete.
That's exactly how I was feeling. Didn't really see the point. Are we yeeting? Are we deleting? This seems like good friend with your boys. I'm building this all day.
Oh, for sure. We're eating in the lot. I definitely want to do this with some like bad trade-in vehicles that I don't even want to send to the auction.
Absolutely. If you gave me the opportunity to build something like this, I'm yeeting it.
I mean, I got a little Ford Fiesta sitting in the back of the dealership right now that I'll probably make this happen with real quick. It's packed with Bondo. We saved that lady's life by taking it in.
We might have to discuss that further later. All right. Our final yeet or delete.
We're eating. I'm going to drive around and do the same thing. It's all Brad DeBerty.
850 horsepower in a van.
Mid-engine.
Yep.
We're going to eat it. We're going to do the same thing they're doing and get a little car sick from all that rocking back and forth.
Absolutely.
We're going to turn your tacos upside down. And
for sure. That felt like a good one. I knew that, you just know that's going to be, everybody's eating that one around. If you like this video, let us know what you think we should review next. Maybe you've got some ideas of what we should eat or delete. Go ahead and send them to us. Comment on what you think we should see, and make sure to subscribe, like.
And you can send over those suggestions to our Instagram page. Drop us a link there since you can't hear.
Catch you in the next one.